National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders' Offensive Player of the Year. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Texans under the lights on Sunday night.
On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But
the Washington offense set to take over. Throwing to start the drive. Singleton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Throwing on first down. Singleton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
To throw on second down. Singleton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was able to connect with Terry McLaurin for the touchdown pass on their previous drive. And now they begin here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Singleton buying time to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Singleton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singleton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Singleton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the move to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the 1st time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Rolling to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about...
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State and head up to Tampa to check on the Bucs. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big...
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Singleton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Out to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on 3rd down, Singleton. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 23-yard run. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Singleton got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Singleton able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Singleton going right back to Dotson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's go, fellas.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Singleton dancing to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Singleton. Touchdown Washington. John Bates. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized.
So here is Washington now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing to start the drive. Singleton, flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Ready, break. Let's go, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down. On the ball, now.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders,